Joel and Gina. How do you two communicate in the difficult moments?
Well, this is a really interesting answer from all of us, I guess, which helps us create the idea of what conscious relationship's about. And this is what it's all about for me. And it's about managing when I get upset. It's about me managing my own triggers, as I call them, and understanding the nature of the trigger and how emotionally intense it feels at that moment. Because whatever Joel has said or done to create that trigger in me, it's down to me to manage it. So I can be triggered, into an emotional place, and it's up to me to be in a kinder place before I then come back to communicate. So the quality of my communication is always better when I'm not in a triggered state. So that can be up half an hour, I don't know, but I always look for a healthier place to communicate after I get upset, because in that first 20 minutes, half an hour, you're pretty much no good to anybody, not even the dog. So, that's really the first focus for me in terms of communication during difficult times.
Yeah, and I think one of the ways that I think how you look at something when there's a kind of something kicking off, how you look at it. For me, humour is one of the best ways to approach. There's a way you can come at it without ridicule or laughing at, but just bring a lightness. And I love that Gina has an ability to take that. So like we just refer to them as what we call stinky moments. And I use the analogy of, when you go to the bathroom and, you have to do what you have to do, but there's kind of an after effect. It's not pleasant, but it'll pass. And we sort of have that same moment of if any of us are in that kind of, in the stinky moment, it's just that's what's happening. And from that place, you can actually, rather than taking it personally or getting involved with it, you just have the perspective of it's one of those things that tends to happen in life, and then you can deal with it much more lightly and actually be more available to the person.
That's great. I think for me, it's the recognition that those difficult moments offer us a tremendous opportunity to really connect and grow together. And I like to use my partner's upset as a reminder. Okay, this is your opportunity to stay grounded and connected and not get pulled into that that dynamic of upset. If I can do that, then I can hold a space for both of us to be aware and not exacerbate that moment.
That's a real gift, when somebody can do that for you. Say, yeah, it's your turn, your turn to be upset. So I'm going to be grounded and let you do what you need to do. And one of the things that's so helpful to me is to be aware of my emotional state. And when I feel that whatever kind of reaction coming up, that's the signal. That's the moment that I get to remind myself, don't let that control what you do now. Don't let it control what you say, what your actions are, which, as you said, Gina, it may be an hour before we do anything, before I do anything, to allow that sort of, to all of that to come up and really get some space, within myself. It's no problem with him if I'm like, it's a timeout for me. I got to go work and look at where the heck is this coming from, and it's before I have a conversation about what it is for me. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's really important. And for all of us, the main thing I notice here is that the conventional to conscious relationship creation is very much about how you really deal in the stinky moments. And that's the art that is created by conscious couples, I think, because, that's the gift that we give each other so that the good times are even better.
Yeah.
Right. And also what Joe said, I know it's a man thing or whatever, but that's really true for me also, and it's also part of the same thing of what attitude or perspective you come to those moments with. And again, for me, in terms of how I've grown in relationship over the years, I can really look at if something's kicking off with you and I go, wow, I can really deal with this. It's a good feeling for me, and there's that bringing your own openness to it, so it's great.
We love you for that.
I think.